The campground was quiet, and the air was fresh with the smell of rain. It wasn't a heavy rain overnight, but certainly enough to be noticed. Yesterday's shot of the oak tree was still fresh in my memory as I worked to prepare my gear for another day of shooting. I exposed 2 sheets of Velvia yesterday, and without loading more film that morning, only 2 sheets remained in my film holders. There are far too many mistakes that one can make when loading film, many of which I'm guilty of on even the best of days. I prefer to load film at the end of the day when I'm thinking rationally. Rolling out of bed on a rainy morning, then immediately loading film isn't the best of ideas, but I made the best of it. With that task complete, I gathered my gear and returned to the same grove as yesterday. Very little fall color remained, which made me very thankful for the wonderful oak tree I had already photographed. Today, I have a specific shot in mind, one that was inspired by the various elements I've seen over the past few days.
Well, I've returned to the grove where I photographed that oak tree yesterday, and I came here with the intention of photographing some fallen leaves on the ground with some nice green grass and some water on there from some of the rain overnight. And there's a lot of that on the ground here, which is really cool looking, but I think I found something perhaps even better. So I found this rock that has this really fresh green moss on it, and I took the liberty of picking up one of the red maple leaves on the ground. I chose one that wasn't really as pristine, one that had a little bit of kind of wear and tear on it. Placed it on there, and this isn't something I normally do, but you know, red, green, the textures, I mean, it really is a great match. Took a picture with my normal lens, had to overextend the bellows a little bit. But I think it's gonna have a nice kind of fresh, clean sort of feel to it. So I'm pretty excited that it's the morning time, but I've already taken one shot here as the storm is clearing out. I'm looking forward to scattering around the rest of the day, see if I can find anything. And just like I was talking about yesterday, it's a matter of being inspired by kind of certain elements that you find and then trying to work those into photos. In this case, the red leaf, the green moss, both are elements I've seen the past few days that really just kind of stood out to me. And so I was very happy to incorporate those into a photo. But now it's time for some more scouting and hopefully some more shooting. Well, it did not take me long to find another area to shoot, and this is basically the exact elements I had seen the other day and I was hoping to shoot. Some long green grass with some really cool leaves, some maple leaves, some oak leaves, a little bit of water on there from the rain overnight, very fresh and clean looking scene. I had the camera positioned almost straight down in order to shoot the photo, and this one I actually didn't even have to do anything. It was already very well groomed as is. I just found an area, set up my camera and took a shot. So it doesn't always work that way, but in this case it did. So kind of nature's doing the job for me.
By mid-morning, I had exposed all of my film, but I wasn't done for the day. I decided to hike the length of the canyon on foot, and this proved to be a very liberating experience. With the pressure of finding a shot lifted from my shoulders, I was able to truly enjoy my surroundings. As I sat beneath a mature cottonwood along the banks of the Virgin River, it was difficult to ignore my sense of accomplishment. I no longer wore the blinders that plagued me on the first few days of this trip, and I look forward to finding even more subjects in the days to come. My legs were tired and my body was sore from that day's hike, but one very important thing remained that night: loading more film. This is one of the things I don't enjoy about shooting large format. It would have been so much easier to crawl into my warm sleeping bag and settle in for the night, but I proceeded to load film until the very last campfire had been extinguished. As with most things in life, we have the greatest appreciation for that which we work hardest for. For me at least, that's one of the major attractions to large format.